Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about more optimized training, and yesterday the video I made was optimized training based on what your genetics make your training out to be. Example, like if you were an ectomorph, you would do more high reps. If you were endomorph, you'd do heavy sets, less reps, more volume, etc., etc. But today I want to be talking more about the split that you'd be doing. Now there's hundreds of different ways you could set up even just one split, but the main, I would say, four splits are the bro split, the full body split, push pull legs, and upper lower split. Those are probably the biggest ones in the game right now. And I'm sure a lot of people that started off in the gym, or maybe you're gonna go start off at the gym, do the bro split, and I would not do that for more than maybe a week, because the only reason it'd be optimal to do is because you get to go to a gym and you get to really focus on one. Let's say you go for one day and you do the bench press, and that's the only exercise you did basically. I think it's good to kind of get a basis behind your compound lifts, which is why if I was programming for a brand new beginner for the first like 3 months, depending on how fast or how much training they have in certain sports, I would do a full body split, maybe 3 times a week, depending on what their schedule is, and just make them focus on compound movements and make sure they get their form right and all that good stuff. And then if they wanted to be a bodybuilder, I'd throw in isolations, or I'd start doing more advanced mechanics in their program. But the bro split, a lot of beginners start out with it. I personally started out with it for the first 4 months or something. I don't remember. But I did it for a long time, and I do regret it immensely. It costs a lot of gains, and it's too bad I didn't learn sooner. So hopefully you guys learn that don't do a bro split. Do something like an upper lower or push pull legs, or even a full body. Full body is definitely better than a bro split. And the reason being is a bro split, if you do 5 muscles for 5 days, let's say Monday's chest day, Tuesday's arm day, Wednesday's leg day, back day, shoulder day, you know the whole thing. You can only hit one muscle group per week, and usually it only takes, depending on how hard you train, for me personally, and I train really, really hard, it takes about 2 days maximum to basically completely recover, like from soreness, not completely recover as in it's completely rebuilt and whatnot, because there's still underlying muscle being built. But the bro split, you hit chest on Monday, and then usually on Wednesday you'd be able to hit chest again, or Tuesday, but you only hit it once that week. You're cutting your gains in literally half of what you could be doing, when you could just do a little bit less bench pressing, do some more, let's say you do bench and arms. You can do that on day one, do half and half, and then you do 2 days of that. Maybe go to the gym for a little bit longer, or you just do heavier weight, more sets, whatever it is you got to do. And that's where the other video comes in handy with the genetic limits, or not limits, but what your genetics kind of entail of you how to train. So I would just completely skip out doing the bro split unless you really just wanted to focus on your compound movements and get a nice basis, because doing a full body is really stressful, and being able to go to the gym every single day is really nice, and if you need it more for just like a stress relief or whatever. And honestly, even if it depends on what your goals are. Like if you want to be a bodybuilder, do not start with a bro split. But if you just like going to the gym, you like getting a pump, you just really enjoy it and it's fun for you, then go do a bro split. I'd rather you go and do a bro split than just not go to the gym at all, because you hate doing full body because it's a little bit too taxing, or push pull because it is really taxing too, or upper lower, because those are all very more, well, not very, but they're a little bit more advanced. So you got to make it fun for yourself. But if you do have goals in mind to be a power lifter, Olympic weightlifter, or bodybuilder, don't start with a bro split. Go into a full body for a little bit, and then when you switch your program up, I would do, once you feel you have really good basis behind all your compound movements, like the big three, I would say, then move into doing an upper lower or push pull legs. And I myself do a push pull legs because I was able to build my program in a way that it completely suited the way I work. So it would be different for me and you, but the way that I recover the perfect amount to where I hit the next day right after I completely recover, like no matter how hard I train, and I'm able to just kind of adapt my program on how I am. So it's a little bit harder for me to do that for someone else unless you give me a lot of detail in like certain aspects of your genetics or basically your body and how you train, why you train, the way you want to train, all that good stuff. But yeah, I think that's all I got on optimal training for splits. So yeah, subscribe, hit the like button, follow me on Insta, you know the stuff.